Hello everybody, I'm FrogKicks, and for this video I have 3 new Beanie Babies to show off. Now normally these aren't super exciting, they're very cute and fun to look at, but one of these in particular might just be the most violent Beanie Baby ever made. Before we can get to this mysterious criminal Beanie Baby, let's just go ahead and start with this bag right here. It's from eBay. I know it's subtle, but this is in fact an eBay purchase. All of these are, but this one in particular is really subtle about where it came from. Well, this is different. This might be the first time I've ever had something delivered to me in cling wrap. That's new. Not necessarily bad, just strange. This is Bubbles the fish, and I absolutely adore this guy. I've been after him for a long time, not because he's rare or expensive. It's kind of hard to find him for around $10, which is his normal asking price. So it took me a bit to find one that was in good condition from a nice seller. I actually have the Beanie Buddy version of this guy already from a few years ago. As you can see, the size difference is quite noticeable. I would say it's even more drastic than the 2 Lucky Ladybugs I showcased in my last video. Of course, their features are identical. It's just a size difference. I assume the patterns are exactly the same. So why don't we look at both of their tags since I have this guy up here anyway. So for the Beanie Buddy, Bubbles the Beanie Baby made in the swimming position was quite a challenge to manufacture. It's a f***ing fish. How is this difficult? I guess he is an older Beanie Baby. He was released in 1995, so maybe they were still getting the hang of the manufacturing process back then. As you can see, this guy actually has PVC pellets, which if you did not know, they used 2 different types of pellets. They had PVC, which I think was from the beginning of TY to like around 1998, and then they stuck with PE pellets afterwards, I believe due to environmental concerns. I think PVC pellets aren't as good for the environment or something. As for Bubbles themselves, I mean, not too much going on here. It's very cute. It's yellow and black, and you could do that if you want. I feel like they were trying to go for like a clownfish or something, but it's yellow and black, which I don't think clownfishes come in. They might, but it's an uncommon coloration. It's usually orange and white or red and white. Unfortunately, this hang tag is kind of beat up, which is a little bit of a shame because I wanted to get one in as mint condition as possible. This is a collectible after all. I paid a whole $10. All day long, Bubbles likes to swim. She never gets tired flapping her fins. Bubbles lived in a sea of blue. Now she is ready to come home with you. Now I want to pet the fish. This fish is now my property. You will serve me as my slave. I'm so tired, guys. I can't make a video today.
Later.
It's been a week, and I'm now bothering to finish this video. This poor box has just been sitting on my floor looking depressed as I continue to ignore it. I better get this open. Remember, guys, always cut towards yourself. That's a lie, don't do that. Am I just weak, or is this ridiculous? I think it's both. I used to lift chairs when I was 6 years old though, so I guess I am kind of macho, but I think if I got any more powerful, the world would be doomed. I'm so good at this, guys. I did it. We got 1, we got 2, and we got paper. Here are the 2 Beanie Babies. I guess we'll start with the forg. This forg is actually in really good shape. I love how the Millennium Beanie Babies have like this intense 2000 logo on them. Like, whoa, it's Millennium toys. It's from the new Millennium. It's so crazy. Sitting on a lily pad, I'm all alone and feeling sad. So won't you be a friend to me and let me jump upon your knee? Let's just compare Prince to Legs here. Because Legs was the first frog that TY ever made. It was one of their original 9. To me, they both look like something TY would make, right? They don't look like worlds apart, but you can tell that there are some pretty interesting differences. They're able to make Prince's body like nice and chunky, and then the legs have some decent curvature to them. I mean, let's take a look at Legs here. There's no definition going on here. Okay, it's like a little bit, but not much. The toes are very well defined. You can see that there. And it's also got this interesting shiny texture for some variety, which I do like. The belly is like this soft minky fabric, which is really nice. And the face has some embroidery to add detail. Legs does have these ridges over the eyes to kind of give the illusion of a bit of a like definition. But in the end, this is a very, very simple face. There's not much going on here. Also the colors. Prince has this pretty unique tie-dye look to them. By this point, they were using tie-dye fairly regularly. It does give it a little more visual interest, not to mention this interesting texture we got going on here. It kind of looks like scales, which is weird, but maybe Prince is supposed to be a toad, and it's like bumpy. We've also got these very strange but striking orange eyes. They have some interesting detail. I like to get a close-up on that. I love the classic dopey round eyes that TY Beanie Babies had for a long time, but I do think that this more detailed, striking look is interesting. You can also see that unlike Legs, who is just kind of confined to lying flat on the ground or maybe kind of hunching over weirdly, Prince is actually able to sort of hold this frog-like posture. I mean, the legs are still splayed out like this, but it looks more like a crouching frog. So overall, I mean, Prince is very nice. So nice that Bubbles just kind of passed out in the corner. But we want to see the star of the show, the criminal runner, the Mustelidae? Mustelidae. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think they just called it Mustelidae because they couldn't decide what kind of animal they wanted Runner to be. Runner has two poems. The nice poem, which I will put up on screen right now, and the mean poem, which, get ready for this. I'm not so mean, I'm really shy.
But every cobra has to die. I grabbed them by their little head and whacked them till they're stone cold dead.
They made this. They wrote that poem, they put die and dead in it. Obviously this isn't some kind of gratuitous violence, but it's just so odd. They never make weird, edgy poems like this. These poems are always super cheesy, super safe, and I do like that about them. I like that they're so cute and innocent, and it's just kind of ridiculous but fun. I don't think they've ever made a poem remotely this violent before or since. After I'm finished with the video, I will definitely put a tag protector on this guy because although he only goes for about $20 max, which is still above average for Beanie Babies, frankly, this is such an oddity and a weird point in Beanie Baby history that I need to preserve it. This guy came out in 2000, so I have no personal experience to verify like when this poem was pulled or if there's even any explanation as to why. I mean, I feel like it's obvious why, but like I have no idea like what the circumstances surrounding this are. It's such an interesting footnote in Beanie Baby history because I've never seen anything like it at all. I didn't know this was a thing until relatively recently, and I've been collecting Beanie Babies for over 15 years now. Even without the poem, this is a really cute Beanie Baby. I do like this guy a lot. He's very soft. I like how this fabric here is like a simple brown color, but when the light shines on it, you kind of get a bit of variance in the color. I'm not so mean, I'm really shy. He's literally the quiet kid at school, guys. He only kills snakes, so unless you're a total bitch, you'll be fine, don't worry. Well, there you have it. 3 new Beanie Babies, one of which happens to have a taste for blood. These are really nice condition overall. I mean, Bubbles has kind of a creased tag, but otherwise I'm really happy with these guys as I flick him in the face here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Actually, isn't the like button this way? It's this way.